thought it was really beautifully, a beautifully told story that was, I just loved it. I thought it was complicated and sweet and sad and scary.
Tell me about because what I like about Mr. Reeves' version of the film is that it doesn't Americanize it in the sense that it isn't impatient. It still maintains a level of kind of eerie quiet for the most part. It's not noisy like a lot of that genre of film in America is.
A really good word for Matt in this is patient. That's what he was with the camera. Mm-hmm. He let the story unfold, and I agree.
Well, and a lot of your scenes, I mean, they're played very, very quietly, minimal dialogue. They could almost be kind of like a silent movie in a way. Was that? I
had some signs written that I was going to hold up to explain what I was really thinking. But that's what I mean. I mean, it takes a director with that kind of patience. Another one is Tom McCarthy, who did The Visitor, and he shows that. I mean, he lets the story unfold before the camera, and that's really great for an actor.
Is there something freeing, or is there a different kind of muscle group that you use as an actor when you don't have the benefit of dialogue to express what you're trying to convey?
Well, you try not to try. You just kind of try to live your life, and and you sounded just like a dog there. Great. This guy's an impressionist. Voices. And it, that's what you try to do, and not try to explain what you're doing to an audience. Hopefully that they will see it. But that's why that's the camera that does that. I mean, the camera sees all.
Mm-hmm. I would imagine that it's a very kind of minimal art when you're acting for film, and especially, for a lot of the film, you have a plastic bag over your head, and so it's all in the eye.
And that's when I'm best. In fact, most directors want me to wear one in every movie now. I don't know what that means.
So did anything about when you saw the final cut of the film, obviously you're a part of it, you're an integral part of it, but when you finally see the finished film, did anything about it surprise you?
I loved it. I don't like watching myself on film. That doesn't thrill me. And so, but I did go to the premiere, and I really liked it. I thought the performances he got out of Cody and Chloe were just fabulous. Mm-hmm. I just thought they were fabulous. I thought it was really human. I said before, I think my favorite scene in the movie is the scene when he takes her to the arcade. Mm-hmm. And they're just two kids in the arcade.
Yeah.
I mean, I forget she was a vampire. And she's even willing to try a piece of candy. Mm-hmm. But she's like a kid, because it's like she knows, it's like a kid with diabetes or something. You know if you eat the candy, it will hurt you, but you want to be part of this thing, and you try it. I just thought that. I remember watching that thing thinking, this is really, really beautiful.
It really is. And that is what is so beautiful about that scene, because you get the sense that for the first time she's able to forget that she's a vampire.
Yeah, and she wants to fit in. She wants to eat that candy, and he's playing the video game and he makes a mistake and he says, "Oh, I hate this game," like every kid says, Mm-hmm. I don't know. I just thought Matt really captured that age beautifully.
Yeah. Yeah, he is great.
I mean, there were times when she seemed 200 years old, and then there were times when she seemed 12. Mm-hmm. It was really great.
And that gorgeous scene in the kitchen between the two of you. What was the dynamic with her on the film? What was she like?
She's great. I mean, she's really great. She's sweet and funny and full of life. And you don't get to be these two kids have leads in movies without having something special. And it's, I when I was 12 years old, it's like I was still, picking my nose, and I still do that. But to be where they are emotionally and intellectually at that age is incredible. Incredible.
So what about you and where you are now? Because you're coming off of, the high-profile lead performance in The Visitor, which you were nominated for. Does it feel like a different phase of your career?
Yeah, it does. It does. It's guys like you call now. But it's nice. It's really nice. I love the profession. I love the people in it. I do. I hate to be a Pollyanna about it, but it's true. I do. I think movie people are so damn interesting and so much fun and really bright. So I just feel very fortunate that at my age I'm able to keep working and do interesting projects and meet great people, and it is fun, I have to say.
Does your appreciation of the acting form or what you get out of it, has that changed or matured over the years since you started?
Yeah, it has. It's changed because it kind of happened for me later in my life, and I understand how fortunate I am for it to happen at all. And, had it happened to me when I was younger, I don't know if I would have appreciated it as much. But I do know that luck has plays a big role. And I do appreciate it. And I think maybe that's because it did happen later on.
Well, I've two more quick questions to ask you before I let you go. One, I think it was your first feature film, actually, was Silverado, Larry Kasdan, and you just did a new project with him, didn't you?
I just did a new project with him, yeah. Yeah, a really great script, Darling Companion. And it was all people my age. It was Kevin Kline and Diane Keaton, Diane Wiest, and me. And then there were the young kids, Mark Duplass, but it was like a real old-fashioned, well-written script. It was just so good. It was just like a well-made movie, Really, every character in the movie was developed as a full human being.
Yeah.
Great. I had so much fun.
He's great with that, and I've been missing him. I've been wanting to see another Kasdan film, so this is exciting.
Well, I had like 3 lines in Silverado. That's my first movie. He was very sweet to me. I said howdy, and then they shot me, basically. But Kevin has done so many movies with him, and I always liked him. And then this just came around, and we filmed it up in Park City, Utah. And gosh, I had fun. Really had fun.
Well, I always ask all of my guests who have worked with this one particular gentleman about him, because I'm insanely crazy about Al Pacino. So I want to know about your Al Pacino experience.
Al Pacino, I don't know if you noticed, but I probably do. He's hysterically funny. Really funny. I loved him. He always called me Young Richard. And, he is one of the great actors. He's so great in Sea of Love. To work with him was amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing guy. He is a man who is an actor all right down to his toes.